He's 6'2", weighs 165 pounds. He has a record of 0-0. He fights out of Capital City. Out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Brandon Nunn. Brandon Nunn, ladies and gentlemen, Brandon Nunn. And his opponent. His height is 5'10". He weighed in at a ready 155 pounds. He has 3 wins and 3 losses. He is an independent fighter out of Staten, Oregon. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the ring, Mr. Rick Boedigheimer. Here he is for the blue corner, out of Staten, Oregon, Rich Boedigheimer.
And so we have size versus experience here tonight. Brandon Nunn coming in from Capital City Gym, his first fight with an 0-0 record. He's 6'2", 165 pounds, and he's going to be fighting Rich Boedigheimer, 5'10", 155 pounds. And so look for Nunn to use that weight experience, and Nunn already going for the choke, but nice job by Boedigheimer, taken down. Went for the takedown and just kept those hips moving. Nunn has him in a choke, but Boedigheimer is not in much trouble, already in full mount. Look for him to slip his head out and start with maybe some ground and pound. Boedigheimer with some experience, like we said, 3-3 record. Where Nunn, this is his first fight. Nunn doing a good job of keeping that head in that headlock, that choke, but Boedigheimer in top position really isn't in much trouble. Now he may be, though. Nunn doing a good job of hip work and rolls Boedigheimer over and now has top position. So doing a nice job of using that headlock to reverse their positions on the ground. He still has that head locked, but really not going for the choke anymore. I think he's just trying to slip out that arm so he can start with the ground and pound.
Those shots that Nunn is doing to the side of his chest are vicious. Those shots hurt and makes it where you cannot breathe. Yeah, and a nice job of Rich, the hip movement, and he takes over on the top position. And Nunn needs to get up, can't take much shots like that. Boedigheimer really swinging for the fences, gets caught though. But Nunn needs to be careful and not use all of his energy in this first round. Yeah, coming out with a lot of energy. And he came in with a strike, but he fell right into a choke. Boedigheimer has his back, a dangerous position for Nunn, and he starts the ground and pound. So really dangerous move by Brandon Nunn. Came in with the strike from the standing position, fell right into a guillotine. Actually, it was more just a regular choke. Boedigheimer tried to take his back. And Nunn again working that hip position, trying to roll in the maneuver. And Nunn doing a good job of matching the level of Boedigheimer, a much more experienced fighter. 6 fights for Boedigheimer, only won 3 of them, but still fighting against Brandon Nunn in his first fight. And so Boedigheimer continues to try to work for, keeps working to that neck of Nunn, and Nunn does a good job of positioning in this maneuver, spinning him over, and he's working for what eventually could be full mount. I mean, he would be in guard right now. He'd have full position. And that's the end of round 1. So a good first round by both of these fighters. Neither was able to impose their will how they would like, but we saw some nice transitions from both of them.
This is a great time for both fighters to get some rest, get a drink of water real fast, get their get their mind back in the game here.
Yeah, get some well-needed coaching. Maybe the coaches saw a weakness there, and I'd expect to see Nunn come out and continue to try to strike. Looks like he may have the advantage there, and Rich Boedigheimer looks like he was going for the takedown. Did a little bit of ground and pound. Also, it looks like he was working for the some chokes. So Boedigheimer probably looking to take it to the ground and work whichever comes to fruition, the choke or the ground and pound, where Brandon Nunn's probably going to look to keep it on the feet and strike here.
Right out of the gate, so much energy right now.
Yeah, Boedigheimer just trying to close the distance there, and you see why. Nunn hit him with a good shot. And Boedigheimer is able to close the distance, looking for that takedown hard, but Nunn drops the feet. And a nice job pushing through, getting Nunn to his back.
So here we are in the same position we were in the first round at the beginning.
Yeah, the exact same position. Boedigheimer in a choke, but really in not any danger at all, being in full position. Nunn just trying to hold Boedigheimer in this place, maybe get a stand-up. And Boedigheimer looking to pull his head out, and he could continue with the blows.
I mean, here we have Brandon Nunn, a 6'2", 170-pound fighter, make his debut fight, and he's a big guy.
Yeah, Nunn is a big fighter, and Boedigheimer came into this fight at 155, and they are going to stand him up, so Nunn got exactly what he was looking for, just trying to hold Boedigheimer there so they would do just this, bring him back to the feet where Nunn has the advantage. And a nice strike. Boedigheimer threw a nice kick, trying to close the distance, and Nunn hit him with a shot coming in. And now Boedigheimer hit Nunn with a shot, and oh, what a beautiful knockout. Trading blows, and Boedigheimer just dropped his hands, coming in, swinging wildly, and he got caught. Brandon Nunn with a beautiful knockout. And he brings his record to 1 win, 0 losses in his first fight, handing an experienced independent fighter in Rich Boedigheimer another loss, so that his record will drop to 3-4. And Nunn really worked that weight advantage through the whole fight. Really made Boedigheimer's experience really null and void there, and was able to pull out the win.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for both of these warriors. What a fight. And, of course, the winner by knockout, Mr. Brandon Nunn.
And let's see if we can get a word with the winner here, Brandon Nunn.
Brandon, like to have a word with you if I could. That was a great fight. I think the best fight of the evening thus far. What do you think? Looked like you were a little bit out there for a while. You took a couple of good shots. You came back. You knocked his mouthpiece out. You knocked him down. What was going through your mind when you won this fight?
Nothing was going through my mind. I couldn't even think. I just focused on him the whole time.
You both looked like you were winded. How winded were you?
I don't know. I have a good stamina, but he's a hell of a fighter, man. He'll be back. He's going to win. He's a great fighter. He's tough.
You are a great fighter. You have great stamina. You have ability to get up. You have ability to take what's coming on the ground. What's next for you? What do you see in your future?
I just keep working hard. KHJ, Capital City Cage Fights out of Salem. I want to thank Coach Randall, my cornerman Brian. I just got to keep working and get better from here. This is just the beginning.
Excellent. We will see you in the ring. Good luck to you, Brandon.